How do you manage your time when you want to set up your own Alpha 2.0 business on the side when you already have a full-time job? How do you possibly make that work? How do you organize your week? How do you organize your stress levels? How do you make that work? Let's talk about that. I have very specific answers for you. I am Caleb Jones, and this is Alpha Male 2.0, freedom-focused lifestyle design for men. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We do 5 videos a week here on how to make both your woman life and your business life more free, because you need both. By the way, we are also doing an online course giveaway right now. This is my online course on how you can set up your own Alpha 2.0 location independent business. I normally sell that for $1,400 or so, and you might be able to get it for free. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment. And every 2 weeks, I will announce the winner at the YouTube community feed here at this YouTube channel. Okay, so you have a full-time job, 40 hours a week. Doesn't matter what shift you're working. If you're 8 to 5 or swing shift, doesn't really matter, but you got 40 hours a week, plus maybe some commuting time, maybe not with COVID, but maybe, plus that. And how do you possibly start your own Alpha 2.0 business on the side when you're in that scenario? Well, guess what? I did this myself. In my early 20s, when I started my first company, it was not an Alpha 2.0 business. It was very location dependent, but I was a young, dumb, guy who was 22 years old back then. I didn't know the difference. It was what was I doing back then? Computer consulting. And I did this. I started my computer consulting business on the side while I worked for a big bank, and then while I worked for Nike full time. And that business very quickly became a 6-figure company by the time I was 27. Not bad. So this works. I have done what I'm about to share with you. I have taught what I'm about to share with you to lots of other guys who have made this work. Matter of fact, I know a lot of you watch this video are already doing this, and you're already making this work. And here's the system. Here's how you do this. The number you're going to keep in mind is 15. You need to devote at least 15 hours per week, that's 15, hours per week into your Alpha 2.0 business to get it rolling, in addition to having your full-time job. If you can do more than 15, that's even better. 20 is much better than 15. 25 if you can do it. Most guys can't, but if you can do that, that's even better, in addition to your full-time 40-hour-a-week job. But if you can't do that, you can do 15. Anybody can do 15. That is an excuse-proof concept. I don't care how busy you think you are. You can find 15 hours a week, including things like weekends, to fit into your Alpha 2.0 business. Here's a simple example. Let's say Monday night you work 3 hours. Tuesday night you take off. You leave that night for women or your family or what have you, okay? Wednesday night you work another 3 hours, so now up to 6 hours, right? Cool. Thursday night you take off. You don't work at all Thursday night. Take that off. Friday night, let's say you work another 3 hours. Well, now let's be nice. Let's say you work 2 hours. 2 hours. So now we're up to 8 hours, right? Great. So the next day, Saturday, you need 7 hours. You put in a 7-hour day on Saturday. You're done Saturday evening. You got Saturday night off. You take the entire day Sunday off. Not bad. This works. Not bad at all. You can split that up any way you want. Maybe you can do 4 hours on Saturday and 4 hours on Sunday. Actually, 3 hours in that case on Sunday. Split it up however you want. Doesn't really matter. But set a schedule in your schedule and commit to it, and do that on the times you've scheduled your work. Very simple, 15 hours a week. I get this question a lot. Hey Caleb, how many hours a week minimum do I need to put into this Alpha 2.0 business in order to make it work? The answer is 15. More than 15 is better. You can put in 20, that's even better. I put in about 15 to 20 when I was first doing this. I know some of you guys are doing 20, some of you maniacs are doing 25. That's great. Great. The more you put in, the sooner you can quit your fucking job. I'll talk about that in a second. All right. Next thing, so that's time management. Now let's talk about your brain management. As I've talked about in other videos, in any given waking day, you only have a certain amount of emotional energy and willpower. You have to be very careful about this. So that means you can't have your job sap up too much of the energy that you would put into your business. So here's the secret of making this work. I've taught this before. It's awesome. It works. This is exactly what I did. Here's the secret. What you do is when you work your job, you put in just enough effort into your day job to not get yelled at. And you know what that means. Whatever your job is, you do just enough work to not have your boss start screaming at you and bitching at you and start complaining. But that's it. Just that. You don't do any more than that. Just enough. That's all. Right now, many of you are doing more than that in your jobs. You don't want to do that if you're building your Alpha 2.0 business on the side, because you won't have the energy. You won't have the emotional energy. You won't have the willpower. You'll be too tired at night because you've taken all that energy and put it into your stupid corporate job that you're planning on quitting anyway in most cases. Sometimes I'll run into guys who say, I'm building my Alpha 2.0 business on the side, but I'm also working hard at my job because I want that promotion. No, that's not going to work. I'm sorry. You've got to pick one. No one has that kind of daily energy, myself included. I couldn't do that. You've got to take whatever you're putting into your job, this much, drop it down to here. This is the line of where you might get yelled at. Work up to that line and stop. By the way, this is exactly what I did. My last job 30 years ago or whatever was working at Nike. I worked at Nike headquarters, and I came into my job, sat in my little dumb cubicle. I did just enough work to not get yelled at, and at 5:00, I was out of there. I was out of there. I drove home as fast as I could, and I worked on my business. And I had plenty of energy to do that because I didn't blow my brains out at my job. Make sense? Plus, the objective is to quit your job anyway, right? Right? Isn't that why we're doing this? Yeah, to be free. Hello? Okay. Now that brings up the question of when can you quit your job? Here is the very general answer I give most guys. You can adjust this based on many factors, how much debt you have, how much savings you have, your level of lifestyle. There's a lot of things that can modify what I'm about to say, but this is the general answer. The general answer is, once you get your Alpha 2.0 business income to 40% of your salary, and your business does that 3 months in a row, you can quit your job. And the reason for that is, you're only making 40% of what your job makes, but if I gave you another 50 hours a week to work on your side business, which you'll have when you quit your job, so that's a problem with your job, it takes too much time. If you don't have a job anymore, you got 40, 50 more hours a week to work on your business. Do you think you could get that 40% to 100% really quick? Yeah, really fast, faster than you might think. Really quick. I've had guys do this in 2 months. Really fast. That's all you got to do. So that's your first objective. Get your income in your Alpha 2.0 business to at least 40% of your salary as fast as you can. Now, you could make the argument that if you have no debt and lots of money in savings, maybe you only need to get it to 30%. Or maybe if you have kids, lots of expenses, maybe it's 50 or 60% before you quit. That's a different issue. Join the SMIC program if you want my personal help with that stuff. But that's the general answer to that stuff. Cool? Very simple, not difficult at all. You just schedule out this stuff once a week, which you should be doing anyway as basic time management, and you just follow the plan 15 hours a week. If you need more help setting up your Alpha 2.0 business, obviously you can buy my course, or you can get my book if you can't afford the course, Big Income from Little Work. Both these are at calebjones.com. And of course, you can always join the SMIC program at joinsmic.com. We talk about Alpha 2.0 businesses a lot there. Matter of fact, that's probably the biggest topic we discuss there. In the meantime, if you want to click here, you can to learn about 11 different countries you can move to escape the collapsing West. Or if you want, you can click here to watch a video on what the collapse may actually end up looking like. More information coming soon. Have fun.